So there's been a weird thing happen for the last 8 years or so. I think it started with the all female Ghostbusters film, where there are films out there, even before it even comes out, that you're not even allowed to like. And so when a poster comes out, you say it's a sucky poster, or if you see the trailer, you just say the movie sucks, and you're like, it's a trailer, dude. I mean, I get it, it's a piece of marketing, it's meant to entice you to go see the movie, but like, it's a trailer. It has no merit to say how the movie's good or not. Go see the movie to see if it's good or not. Make that. And we see different victims of this kind of mindset. The Marvels, Captain Marvel, obviously, and this new victim is the Crow. And the reason for the Crow is there's a lot of people who love that original film from 1994, that 30-year-old film. Just want to put that out there because I'm going to prove my point here. This 30-year-old film. And because also the tragedy that happened on set with apparently the lead actor who played the Crow in that original film died on set, there's a level of more preciousness people have with that original film. And I get that. Anytime there's a remake, people go say, why are you remaking that? It's not needed, no one's asking for it. But technically, if you think about it, no movie in history needed to be made. Just put it out there. Name your favorite films. It never needed to be made in the first place. But it's like dessert. You have a nice course meal, but you don't need dessert, but you're going to have it anyway. It's that whole thing, right? So I get that. There's a little bit more of, because what happened on set, there's a level of preciousness that people have with it. But I will say this. If I was a producer and someone said, hey, I'm going to remake The Crow, and someone said to me, you can't make it because, what happened with the last film, I'd be like, and the show must go on. It's a brutal and heartless and a soulless response, but it's true. I mean, and I get it. If you look at the trailer, you're thinking, well, the Crow has this gothic thing. Where's the gothic? Well, that's not gothic anymore. That's kind of cartoonish, having that Burton, S thing going around all the time. And for me, I always look, we could have several Batmans and several Spider-Mans and several James Bonds and several Doctor Who's and several Sherlock Holmes and several blah X, Y, and Z, but we can't have the Crow. Several Crows. And you think about the Crow it's a simple plot. It's a revenge plot. Guy gets brought back to life to avenge his loved ones, and he cannot die because of that. Kind of a simple plot. And one of the things when it comes to remakes a lot of people have is it will tarnish the original. That people ain't going to see the original. But here's the thing, guys. When I say Total Recall, what version do you think of? You don't think of the 2011 version. You think of the original Arnold version, don't you? Or when I say a Disney movie, you think of the original film. If it's Lion King or Aladdin or Little Mermaid, or even if you like the live action remakes, you're going to think of the original, right? But here's the thing. Another thing people say about it is it tarnishes the original film. When it comes to remakes, it will tarnish it because no one's going to be checking out the original. That's not true. There are studies out there that people are going to check the original film because of the remake. Because there's going to be a bunch of people who are going to see adverts and interviews and all that kind of stuff, and they'll show clips of the original along with this new version, while doing the press junket stuff. It's just to give people some background information on what the Crow's about and all that. People are going to be, check the original out. And this movie's 30 years old. I'm turning 28 this year. It's 2 years older than me. Guys, there's going to be a whole bunch of people who would be interested in this movie who are not going to check out this movie because it's 30 years old. There's people out there who haven't seen the original Star Wars just because they came out like 40, well, nearly 50 years before they were born. Like 20 years older than them. They weren't watching Indiana Jones. They love Uncharted, but they don't watch Indy. Because they always feel dated, or those are the films that my grandparents like, which is weird to say. Because you used to be, those are the movies that my parents like, now it's these are the movies that my grandparents like, which is weird. So weird. It's going to be a point where I'm like, it's going to be a point where I'm like, oh, hey, little Timmy, what's the, Batman Begins or something? And he'll be like, no, well, what's, the Timmy Chalamet Batman film? But this film's good. No, that's the film that you like. That's the, yeah. It's weird. It's so fucking weird. It's gonna be those weird things. Anyway. But because of that, people were not going to watch the original. Because they weren't born at that era or were around that era. And it's the whole thing of, if I wasn't born around that time, it doesn't matter. That's why you remake stuff. And also, modern technology and storytelling and modernizing stuff. And, if people complaining about the gothic nature, how, the Neo City kind of had this kind of Tim Burton-esque thing. I mean, to be the Batman example, okay, this city is now Nolanized. It is one of those things where, people are very precious about the original. But, guys, the show must go on. There's going to be a bunch of people who had never seen the original in the first place. And, actually, there's going to be so much marketing about the new one. And people are going to check out the original. And it's going to be fine. And also, it's not going to vanish in thin air. We're going to talk, if this movie sucks, this new one sucks, it's going to stay around. It's going, we'll talk about along with it. We'll have the debate. What's better, the 94 version or the 2024 version? If it sucks, oh well, we don't talk about it. So, anyway, here's my thoughts why I think it's okay to reboot The Crow.